Cabbage, 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 cabbage. Wait, no, wait. Lettuce, 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 lettuce. Hey, letters. Let's talk about Blue Van Dan buying a Schoolie. No Fear to Trek Ray says, is buying a cheap, honest last legs RV and then somehow videoing it blazing on the highway for a GoFundMe going to be the last get-rich-quick craze. Imitation is the best form of what again? Well, we did have Blue Van Dan buy a big Schoolie bus, and he is going to take that Schoolie and work on it. And he did mention at the end of his video that he's going to have to get his Patreon and PayPal or whatever links back up again, because I guess he realizes it's going to be expensive fixing that up. You know, what makes some sense about making sense of Blue Van Dan's Schoolie buy is that maybe he's just going to use that. He's talked about buying a piece of land and then putting the Schoolie on the piece of land and then using that pretty much as a stationary home, you know, on his land, and then using the classic old 1960s blue van as his maybe, you know, daily driver. I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense for Dan to be buying a Schoolie as a mobile vehicle as much as it for a stationary vehicle on a patch of land, perhaps somewhere near Panda Land? I don't know, man. Squirrelbait Parody says Dan can now use the room for the indoor bar he's always wanted, or a bowling alley. He could do a bowling alley there. A bowling alley and a bar. The Canadian chick, yeah. What the hell is Blue Van Dan buying with that monster bus? Why such a big bus? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could turn it into a rooming house, put it there at Panda Land, and you could bunk, you know, 15, 20 people in it. I don't know, man. Charge rent or charge you know, $30 a night for a bunk bed, and I don't know. There's some definite interesting ideas you could do with that bus. Just the bunk bus. Rip Snorton says it will be interesting to see what happens to nomads when the climate lockdowns start happening. I don't know. Well, we're already getting that. We're already starting to get that in Arizona with the heat in triple digits, with all the 20 fires burning around Arizona. They're locking down a lot of the state. A lot of the state campgrounds, or state forests that whatever the heck it's called, whatever. That bunch of lands are being closed all over the state, and people are having to leave, and yeah. And Nomadic Dullard says it. Arizona state trust lands have all been closed due to fire danger. So we are getting climate lockdowns now. It's happening, baby. It's happening. Judy Zimshad says, I thought that Schoolies were small buses, or is it any bus size or any size bus? I think it could be any size. The short bus, says Old Fisherman, is more popular. Yeah, it's more of a RV-ish size, but that's a big bus that Dan bought. That's a big bus, a long bus. I mean, that's quite a, I don't know, he should give us the width and the depth of it, you know? Yeah, GB Move says Friday, get Crotchy ready for the big weekend. There is a big drag queen event at the local auditorium here in Morganton tomorrow night, and we also have a pet parade here in Morganton tomorrow morning. So it is really becoming touristy season here in beautiful Morganton, North Carolina. That's right. By the way, I'm going to be starting up Pet Palooza again right here on the Camo Dave channel. And we got some pets. Here is Wednesday Addams puppy Freckles. No, excuse me, that ain't no puppy. That's a cat. Whoop, there we go. Anyway, yeah. And there is Nick's dog, Maisie. Okay. So if you would like your pet to be featured in a future edition of Camo Dave's Pet Palooza on various afternoon shows, please send your pet picture to camodave@gmx.com and tell us a little bit about your pet. Would you now? Olvo Valetti says, hi, I just bought a Schoolie, and guess what? You're all going to pay for it. And pay you will. Yeah. I mean, we look at like, Maximus Minibus Mary. She has a beautiful schoolie, but man, it just needs constant work, and more work, and it's just never riding right. I don't know. Those buses can be huge money pits. They definitely can be. Nomad X says Blue Van Dan can park his old van inside the new bus. That's not a bad idea. Take the back of the bus and make like a ramp out of it, and then he can just drive the old van up into the back of the other one. He doesn't even need a tow bar or anything. That's very interesting. That we have seen a number of people talking about. Blue Van Dan is also, a number of people have been talking about Blue Van Dan buying some land. And I did think he did mention in one of his videos a couple of weeks or months ago that he was thinking about buying some land up in the Williams area there near Flagstaff where Aja Acres is, aka Panda Land. Anyway, Dan will use that bus as an excuse to live at Panda Land for a couple of years. I don't know. That would be interesting. One of the things we've been talking about a lot here on the Camo Dave channel following the big pandemic year of last year is how there are a lot of shortages out there in a lot of stores, a lot of things. What was it? Line Screw 1 up there in Canada was trying to get a generator and he couldn't get the kind he wanted and had to buy another one because the store was out of the one he wanted. Nomad X says get used to the shortages because the baby boomers who drove your trucks delivering that variety of goods are all retiring or passing away, and there are no other drivers to replace them because subsequent North generations were much smaller and were all steered into much more technological occupations. The problem could easily be solved by using immigrant drivers, but our current political environment has nixed that option. So retailers are resorting to shipping only the bare essentials, and I expect this to get much worse before it gets better. We do have a lot of nomads coming across, not nomads, well, they are maybe some nomads, a lot of immigrants down there that want to come across the borders, train them to be truck drivers, it's hard work, but if you do it right, it can pay pretty well, On Sweet there says there are so many unemployed sitting in YouTube live chats all day long, even to the point of begging for money, but won't get a J-O-B. That's right. What? Sitting around watching YouTube, that's my job, Eepoo, right? All right, that ought to do our letters for the 25th of June, 2021. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, every Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Camo Dave channel. It's Saturday. Oh, yeah. So the evening one, the 7 p.m. one Eastern time is our call-in show. So yeah. I'll be looking forward to you being there at both of our wonderful Saturday events. It's going to be a busy Saturday here in Morganton, so a lot of stuff planned, but I'll always make time for my good YouTube friends. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Flog under.